premièrement, et deuxièmement, ils ont besoin de brassards. Oui. عاوز الجيلي. اه Yes.
I have application, it's here, yes.
اسمي
Yeah.
انا هجيب لهم البيت بتاعهم.
It's okay.
It's okay?
See?
Yes, it's been very good setup. The players just came out from assessing the fields. I think the field is world class. The setup has been amazing. Our preparation has been very good. We can see how excited everyone is around here. Now it's business. Both teams have prepared very well. So now it's up to both teams to come out and then enjoy the game for the 90 minutes.
Thank you, Coach.
Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome both teams, Rwanda and Republic Democratic of Congo. سيداتي وسادتي رحبوا معي بالفريقين أوغندا والكونغو.
The Cubs against the Young Lions, the returning side against the debutants. Uganda against DR Congo at the Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON in Morocco.
And now, for Republic Democratic from Congo. الآن مع النشيد الوطني لكونغو.
The anthems of the two proud nations ring out in Rabat. Welcome to the continental stage. Welcome to this Group B encounter. Côte d'Ivoire got Group B started with a win over Cameroon earlier today. Now one of these two sides has the chance to join them on 3 points early on in the group phase of the Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON. It's Uganda against DR Congo coming up from the Mohammed VI football complex in Rabat. Here's a look at the Uganda lineup from coach Larry Kingston. A 4-3-3 formation. Watch out for the number 6, Mahuzi Henry, the midfielder who can link defensive play and turn Uganda quickly into an attacking outlet for that top three. Owen Mukisa in the centre with the captain's armband. He'll certainly be a focal point of the Uganda attack this afternoon, you'd imagine. A third group stage appearance for Uganda. They've never gone beyond the group. Larry Kingston has that as the express goal for Group B. Cameroon and Côte d'Ivoire will be tough opponents in the other two games. Both of these two teams know that. Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed, the referee from Egypt. He goes through the coin toss with the two captains. Is Sumbu the goalkeeper for DR Congo, who wears the captain's armband. Mukisa, central forward for Uganda, who has the responsibility of keeping in check everyone around him. Sumbu, the number one between the sticks for DR Congo. The back four. Makela, the left back. Wunda, the right back. Watch for them to get down the flanks today and feed the further forward players. It's a two-man defensive midfield. Three as an attacking trio with a bit of width in Bombo and Titi. Watch out for the number 11, Titi, the left-sided attacker, in behind central striker Loko. Denis Makenga Mula, the coach, a specialist at bringing through youth talents within Congo DR. What a day for them. The debutants at this level, the young Leopards in blue up against the Cubs in yellow and black. The referee checking his watch, keen to get this underway. Uganda are ready. DR Congo are taking formation. And the ball is about to be rolling for the Group B campaigns of both Uganda's under-17s and DR Congo's under-17s in Rabat. Uganda playing from left to right on your screens. They'll send it long into the corner. They've earned themselves a throw-in right from the very first play of the game. Throw-in down by the corner flag. It's a good ball down towards the byline as well. The delivery into the centre didn't quite match the same quality. It's cleared behind and goes back for a DR Congo goal kick. Issa Kidiaka doing the defensive duties in the middle. It's Kidiaka and Ngamba, the central defensive partnership for DR Congo today, who you'd imagine will be kept reasonably busy by the attacking trio of Uganda. 4-3-3, a really attacking formation from Larry Kingston. It's a side that showed brilliant balance throughout qualification. Strong defenders, potent attack. It's a really good recipe for success now at this level. DR Congo will have a first foray forward, and much like the effort at the other end from Uganda, the first ball into the box doesn't beat the first defender and is cleared away. It's Kidiaka again, getting across to cover. Here's Ikombi. Quick throw down the right-hand side, and there's a bit of space that could have opened up there. Alert defending. It's TT who's back doing the defensive duties for DR Congo. Kombi gets it back in the advanced right fullback position. First touch of the early evening then for Lukiamuzi, the goalkeeper. Ugandan keeper looks long. It wasn't a bad ball at all towards Fahad Ismail. I like the thought process behind it. Fahad was in a really good advanced position on the right flank. The ball just not quite accurate enough to play him in. How about this? Good footwork in the other direction. A chance to get into the box. And the first low shot is scooped up by Lukiamuzi, the Uganda goalkeeper. There's Larry Kingston, Uganda coach. All kinds of experience. 45-year-old from Accra in Ghana. Played 36 times for his nation. Free kick, DR Congo. Again, it's Kidiaka. Third time already inside the first 3 minutes that he's shown great athleticism to get across and sweep up any danger that might have been brewing from the Uganda attack. This time, he's earned his side the right to get this ball cleared under no pressure whatsoever. It's lofted long. Pass just not on the same wavelength there as Titi Wazaka was looking for the run of a teammate, but put a bit too much on it. Denis Makenga Mulamba, DR Congo head coach. Difficult to know what the aims will be for DR Congo. They don't want to just make their debut to make up the numbers. They qualified alongside Cameroon, who were also in this group and who were beaten today. Cameroon did actually get the better of DR Congo in the qualification stages back in February and March of this year. Uganda might have a chance to send in the first lofted cross of the day, and it's a good cross. Goalkeeper was just scrambling for a second. Wasn't quite sure whether that was going to drop within the boundaries of the back post or not. Ultimately, no danger for the DR Congo shot stopper, Longhamon Zumbu. Well, this time the Uganda pressure wins the ball back in a good situation. It's chipped out to the left flank. Once more a chance for a delivery from the left side, and again, it's a really good energetic tackle, but it sends the ball behind for a corner this time. Uganda with the first dead ball situation of the day. The first attacking dead ball situation at least, with the clock ticking over to 5 minutes in Rabat. Kimuzi, the goalkeeper at the other end, has already been tested once with a low shot. Can Uganda force Sumbu into action? Congo DR just making sure that Loco, who has a bit of a height advantage, gets back into the centre as well. The goalkeeper taps a glove against the crossbar, but that was the only contact with the crossbar. The ball again too high. Well, they were replicating what we see at so many levels of the game now. Chief proponents, of course, over the last couple of years, Arsenal perhaps in the English Premier League, in that they've made corners so effective by simply loading up the 6-yard box, swinging the ball in right towards the goal line, everybody trying to make the life as difficult as possible as they can for the keeper. On that occasion, the delivery not good enough to test anybody, though. DR floating the ball into the middle, and it might fall for a shot. It was a snatched effort in the end, sliced well away off target. Things did open up there for Congo DR, though. The attacking chance in Bombo. Over on the right-hand side, Loco, the centre forward, still lurking around the edge of the box. A little bit of a panicked effort. That was just kept in play, and the pass is off target. Uganda will get it back, but that's closed down by a really solid tackle in the midfield. John Elika getting both legs around the ball and making sure that there was no path forward directly for Uganda. It's brought down nicely, but this time it's Congo's turn. DR Congo win it back. Movement one way, then the other. Referee had to think about it. Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed waved it away, and Uganda can continue this time. It's another turnover in the midfield. Both teams failing to get the penetration into the final third right now. Congo DR will try something different down the flank. That's a little bit more incision on the attack. The ball turned over from team to team 2 or 3 times in succession, but Congo DR did eventually get it down to the right-hand side. Again, though, it's turned over fairly quickly. Neither side can hold on to possession for a longer spell. Maybe a little bit of room for Fahad again over on the right-hand side. They'll go back into the defence, Uganda, instead. Conservative option for now. Uganda qualified from the Sekafa section. They lost by 3-2 in the final of that section against Tanzania in Addis Ababa. They had beaten them, Tanzania, by a 2-1 scoreline the year before, but this year in qualifying they fell short against Tanzania. Still getting to the final was enough to see them through. It was Owen Mukisa, the number 10 with the captain's armband, who was named as the best player in that Sekafa qualifying section. The MVP, if you will. Now he has his chance to shine in the group stages as well of the Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON. Morocco is the host nation. CAF have turned this tournament into a festival-style event. Everybody playing one after another in very similar locations, here or close enough to here. It means everybody's in and around sharing the same tournament conditions, making it a really vibrant atmosphere. And Uganda might have a chance to show us some vibrant celebrations here because they've really worked it well into the box. The clearance spins away. Calm defending in the end. It's cleared up to the centre circle. But Uganda will have it back, and they're just about starting to apply a little bit of pressure in the game. 10 minutes gone, still Uganda 0, DR Congo 0 in this first game for these both teams in Group B. Côte d'Ivoire already with 3 points in the bank thanks to their win earlier today in the same group. Well, the officials felt that that one crossed the touchline. I'm not so sure. DR Congo throw is the upshot. Physical battle initially appeared to be won by Loco. The referee felt that it was unfairly won. Uganda made their tournament debut back in 2019. Of course, a very different crop of players, given that it's age category football. The turnover in the teams is almost 100% between year on year. Only a few players have the right age to stick with the team for a couple of years, but the 2019 crop were the history makers for Uganda. They were back at this stage in 2025. Now here they are for a third time, Uganda. Larry Kingston and the Cubs are looking to really make an impact and get beyond the group stage for the first time. There are more prizes potentially on offer as well. It's not just about getting past the group stage, although that will be the primary aim, needless to say, of all the teams competing at Morocco this year. Now there's a chance maybe for Uganda to get in behind. Flag was up in the end anyway. Mukisa hasn't really had a chance to stretch his legs yet. Uganda will knock it back across the defence. The prizes that I was talking about on offer beyond the group stage. The 8 teams who reach the quarterfinals will be on their way to the Under-17 World Cup. And of course, a major aim for all of the teams who don't go on to lift the trophy in Morocco in the early summer. A place at the U-17 World Cup. A brilliant takeaway from the tournament nonetheless, and even if the group stage is to be the end of the road, 4 third-placed sides will then enter a playoff for the last 2 tickets to the Under-17 World Cup as well. So qualification for 10 CAF teams. Simplest way, the best way, is to book one of those spots in the quarterfinals. You never know what happens beyond there. The free kick is taken direct. Ronel Makela try to just swing it back to the left and catch out Lukiamuzi, the goalkeeper. The execution not quite up to the standard that it needed to be. I like the idea. Trying something different from the dead ball situation, but maybe his teammates in blue would have hoped that Makela would have just swung something into the danger area, given them a chance maybe to try and win an aerial battle in the box or something. They might be able to force the ball back their way here. They've won it on the edge of the final third. Good pass initially to get it out to the left-hand side. Was there a free kick? Yes, there was a foul. Referee Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed spotted it straight away. It's Brian Olwa, the man penalised the challenge on Kabundi. Olwa tried to stretch the leg around and get a toe on the ball, but just took the legs of Kabundi instead. Now we've seen one free kick that didn't really work out for Congo DR just a second ago. Can they use that as a sighter and do something more effective with this one? It's Makela, the left back, who will be taking it again. The referee just has to marshal a few players in the middle with all the pushing and shoving that's going on. Everybody lined up level with the penalty spot. This time it is whipped in towards the back post. It's a solid header away, and Uganda will win the second header too. Congo DR wanted another free kick, this time from a more central position. Referee Mohammed felt that the ball was cleanly won. Better from Makela with the delivery this time. That could have turned into something for Congo DR. Now again, the attacking throw-in straight down the flank for Brian Olwa. Olwa clips it into the middle. The header gets it across, but it doesn't get it clear. Will there be a follow-up effort? There will, but it's put behind for a corner. Tremendously brave defending in the end. And Sumbu with the first really solid save of the match in the Congo DR goal as well. That the best attack that we've seen from Uganda, the Cubs. Olwa's cross. The defensive header was a little unfortunate, really, in that it took the ball off its intended course, but it didn't take it away from the Uganda attackers who were out there on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Sumbu, the keeper, had to be really alert to get down low to that. Sumbu shouting towards his left-back Makela. Sends it down the middle and up to the halfway line instead, and it's nodded forwards. TT unable to get on the end of it. Uganda will win it back at halfway. The pass prodded out to the right flank. They do look composed on the ball. And they get a little bit of time to settle with it, Uganda. DR Congo trying for incisive passes and quick link-up as they move forward. Uganda may be looking a little bit more considered. They're good at winning these second balls as well, which they've done with John Owino. Kawuya. Not much room to work with over on the left-hand side. He's held up against the touchline. Uganda forced back and all the way back towards the goalkeeper. Play switched over to the right side. Good header one, and it's lofted on over the top of the defence. Flag stays down for now. Play restarted a little too quickly for referee Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed's liking. Loko trying to go round the defender, but eventually fouling Mwesigwa. Long downfield, the defence will have to be alert there. Fahad was just lurking behind, hoping for the header back to be miscued or hit short. Goalkeeper Sumbu was ready in position for DR Congo. The clearance didn't look initially to be the best, but the ball's slipped right through the middle. Uganda with a solid clearance. Both players have taken a hit there as well. It was a 50-50. Biru back on his feet. Loco now back on his feet too. It's good to see. That was the pass sent through the middle. It's a hefty clash between the two of them. Biru getting across to make the clearance in good time. Just got clattered in the 50-50 with Loco afterwards. Both players okay to continue. Uganda looking to settle on the ball again. Goalkeeper Lukyamuzi tried a few short passes, now we'll try a long one. Gamba that time hammers it back into the DR Congo attack. They're looking to win those second balls. Most of them have been swept up by Uganda so far, though. The teams proving pretty evenly matched in the first 20 minutes here. Uganda 0, DR Congo 0. Both sides with a couple of half chances. A low shot from the left, the best we've seen from DR Congo. A cross from Brian Olwa, bringing the danger from the Uganda perspective. DR Congo keeper Sumbu forced into a quick reflex save as he got down low a few minutes ago. So both keepers really with one decent save each so far. Can Uganda force another one here? Clearance gets the ball out of the box, but Uganda will pick it up once more. That's given away carelessly. Long shot attempted, the lob over the goalkeeper. It's going to be wide of the post. It's a little bit of a let-off though. It's uncharacteristic for Uganda. So far, they haven't given anything away like that. They forced DR Congo to work really hard for the ball, but again, the team in blue will pick it up cheaply here. So as we approach the midway phase of the first half, you'd have to say that the defenders are coming out on top of most of the challenges. Plenty of duels between players at both ends of the field, but it's the defenders who've impressed the most so far. No real room for any of the forwards to impose themselves on this Group B contest so far. Moving it nicely, but the pass in behind just a little over-enthusiastic. Uganda putting on the pressure. Congo DR dealing with it for now. They're forced back once again, though. There's a slip there as Kabundi sends it back. The goalkeeper's got to get out there and make sure he claims it. Sumbu just there in the nick of time in the end with the way the ball spun on the turf. Well, that last passage of play just then, as the ball ends up with Lukyamuzi in the Uganda goal, that maybe sums up the two teams. Uganda so far quite often looking for the passes just dropped back behind the lines. They'll try and hit it further forward, drop it back for an overlapping runner. This time it's sent straight through. Again, it's good defending. The flag will bail out DR Congo in the end. Not that they really needed it, because the defenders had got the job done between them, Kidiaka and Ngamba. So quite often what we've seen is Uganda, when they get into those kind of positions, they've looked to just send the ball back by a couple of meters. Try to maybe wrong foot the Congo DR defenders and find players from on the second row, really, who are overlapping in the Uganda attack, whereas DR Congo have tried to transition forward rather more directly. There's one that the keeper's got to come to the edge of his area to claim in front of Loco. It's not something that Lukyamuzi will want to do too often. Loco has a great ability to get up in the air and win those, but that was just too far in front of him, to the fortune of Lukyamuzi, who was out on the edge of the box to grab it, and it was only just inside his area as well. Good pass back to the edge of the box for Uganda. Tackles have to be perfect. Low cross, sent up and away. Will it cross the line and go behind? It will. Uganda with another corner. We're into the 25th minute, still just over 20 minutes to play until the two managers can think about getting 15 minutes to issue new instructions to their 11s. Mario Kingston, the Uganda coach. Does he have a corner kick routine up his sleeve that Uganda can use here? Again, the yellow and black jerseys load the 6-yard box near that front post. Can the delivery get right into that zone? Whilst Uganda try to crowd out Sumbu. He's going to have no visibility there. Sumbu standing on his goal line. It's well placed just behind the midway point of the goal. Ready to move forward, but there's a bunch of bodies in front of him. Corner comes in, it is whipped in towards the near post. It was a good delivery, and the header on was good too. Uganda will be gutted, really, that there was no one else there. Just needed that third touch, and now there's another foot race. And Lukyamuzi, the keeper, comes out on top. Uganda going from attack to defence, and now it's chipped over the top. Maybe a chance to get in behind. Flag was up in any case. Well, that's the best we've seen from Uganda in terms of corner kick variations. The offside call there, pretty tough one. Although Uganda maybe won't feel too bad about it anyway, because Congo DR and their defenders, they were there to cover up and see off the danger, as they have done many times now in the first 25 minutes. No free kick, or the free kick will be given. I thought the referee pointed as if to say ball was won. He was just taking his time, replaying it in his mind before issuing the free kick the way of Congo DR. The ball did appear to be won. Delivery up to the edge of the area. Uganda winning the header. They've come out on top in the aerial duels so far, Uganda. So Uganda will feel that they're the team commanding the contest at the moment, controlling the tempo at least, if not really eking out too many more chances than Congo DR have managed. Feels like the best that we've seen from Congo DR maybe has come from Ugandan giveaways, whereas Uganda themselves have pressed forward in a number of different ways. They've tried to exert pressure on that young Leopards defence. That'll be a Uganda free kick unless they can play on with John Owino. Uganda still in possession. This time there won't be an offside flag. Fahad just stayed behind the line. Dummies the cross, drives into the box, and it had to be a clean challenge, and it was a clean challenge. Vital from Mabanza. Bundy just calling for a card, having been knocked to the ground. Just stepped inside. Combi reached across to commit the offence. Sent long up towards the edge of the box. Wasn't the easiest one to deal with for the goalkeeper. Uganda pass out down the middle. Now they'll look to the flank. It's a really good ball and it's an excellent first touch. Fahad appeals for handball. The cross was blocked though, it would have been really harsh. How about that for some incisive attacking play down the right flank from Uganda though. Didn't even hit the hand in the end of Kidiaka. Had his hand up, but really hit him on the hip as he slid across to make a really important block for Congo DR. Again, their defensive prowess continues throughout this first half. Some really good individual moments of defending for DR Congo. And at the moment, no way through for Uganda as the half-hour mark looms. 30 minutes played without a breakthrough in Rabat. Group leaders Côte d'Ivoire already have 3 points in the bank. Now a big chance. It's too central, the low shot. Luke Yamuzi gets down to his left to make the biggest save of the afternoon so far. Titi Wazaka. He went for placement rather than power, and unfortunately for him, he didn't get enough of either, really. Tried to open the body and side foot that towards the corner. Left it a little too close to Luke Yamuzi without enough pure pace to beat him. Dennis Mukenga Mulamba, the Congo DR coach. He will be hoping that another chance just like that comes along. And they don't have to wait too long for it. Talking about waiting too long, Sumbu delayed there on the ball as he came under pressure. Now will stay in play. Down the DR Congo right. 3 in the middle. Challenge made. It is Congo DR throw. Throw in sent into the box. It's headed on, knocked on further towards the centre, and the clearance is sliced, but it's only Ugandan players who are over there in that right back position to pick up the ball. They'll drive up towards halfway. Can they get further? DR Congo growing into this contest now. Quarter of an hour left or thereabouts in the first half. Still goalless, but both goalkeepers have made some good stops and they've been allowed to with finishes that have been a little too close. Pass forward is blocked and it ricochets back kindly initially for DR Congo. Uganda will have it back on halfway. Space over on the right-hand side for Fahad Ismail. His footing just letting him down. There's a look at the big chance. Initially it was almost scissored from the floor down towards the attack. The deflection off Eze Kombi. Saw the ball spinning into the path of Titi. Just didn't get enough on the shot. Well, that's the one moment, if it stays like this until half-time, that DR Congo will look back on and feel like that's where they should have had the lead. It wasn't to be. Now they've got more defending to do. Senat Ngamba across to cover this time. He and Kidiaka have put in brilliant performances so far in the first half hour. Still a long time left to play. A lot more football left to be played in Rabat here in this Group B contest. High foot maybe, Referee thinks so. Luko offered his apologies immediately, almost pulled out of the challenge really, but the free kick awarded Uganda's way nonetheless. Just took his foot away from Mwesigwa, but it could have been a dangerous one. Referee urging Uganda to get on with it. Well, I could have broken kindly there for Fahad. He wasn't expecting the player right in front of him, Makela, to miscue the header the way he did. That's brilliant movement, darting through a gap. Uganda will have the free kick. It's Muhuzi Henry showing some of his attacking potential. Theatrical the fall, but he was clipped as he nipped in between two defenders. The passing hasn't quite been accurate enough, especially from DR Congo when they move forward. They've relied on a few deflections and a few giveaways to really get the ball into good positions downfield. Rather more on point. There's a good battle for it over on the right-hand side. It goes the way of Congo DR, and they'll have the chance to shoot from the angle. It's a good save. The chance comes to nothing for Congo DR. It was a fierce fight. Right on the corner of the box to win that. Gamba, again, just shielding the ball out of play. Here's a look at the big chance. Titi, he did really well initially. DR Congo working hard to win that back, and Titi got into a good position. He did have a difficult angle, of course, up against Lukiamuzi, who was always going to be the favourite down at his near post. That's twice now that DR Congo have had the chance. Once from an angle on the left early on, and then again from an angle over on the right-hand side of the Uganda penalty area. Both times the goalkeeper's been able to repel the shot. This time it had rather more sting on it though than the first one. Good cross into the middle, great cross into the middle, and there's the opening goal. The Ugandan pressure tells, and they have their first Group B goal. This time the cross was on point. Owen Mukisa there in the middle, and Sumbu's beaten in the DR Congo goal. Just under 10 minutes to play until half-time. This time the cross was right there to be attacked by the captain, Owen Mukisa. Might have come off his shoulder. He won't care at all. Makela couldn't get to it first. He was always scrambling to get across and cover it, Makela. Makela didn't quite have the height, and Mukisa took advantage. Just turned the ball towards goal, and Sumbu had no chance from that kind of range. Looks as though keeper Sumbu has taken a knock in the course of proceedings that led to the ball being bundled into the back of the net by Mukisa. does look to be in some pain, Sumbu. Not sure exactly who he collided with, the DR Congo keeper. Well, they'll be crestfallen after such a strong defensive performance throughout the first half to have fallen behind relatively late on as we approach the break.
Goal for Uganda, scored by number 10, Owen Mukisa. هدف لمنتخب رواندا، سجله اللاعب رقم 10 أوين موكيسا.
There you hear the official confirmation over the tannoy. Owen Mukisa credited with the opening goal. It wasn't his cleanest finish. It won't matter to him at all. Hamon Sumbu does look to be trudging over towards the touchline as he received treatment. After that opening goal, let's see whether he's okay to continue. Will Dennis Makenga Mulamba be forced into a change? We're just going to check the challenge system here. We might get a better look at what exactly happened to Sumbu as well, which fate befell the DR Congo keeper as the ball went in. I think DR Congo are hoping that this was a handball of some kind by Owen Mukisa. Doesn't look to be to me. Seems to come right off the shoulder. Certainly didn't make a clean contact with the head. Didn't play it the way he would have wanted to, the central striker. It looks as though it will be the end of the day for Sumbu. That's really disappointing for the DR Congo keeper. Sumbu has to be withdrawn. He did have the captain's armband on as well. That's a big blow to DR Congo. Not only do they find themselves suddenly a goal down, they find themselves without their captain and goalkeeper, number 1. So play restarts, no problem with the finish from Mukisa. Hugo Mandia now in goal for Congo DR. Plays his football with Nouvelle Vie. Hugo Mandia now with a massive test ahead to come on at this point with your team just falling behind. So time for a Uganda team talk as DR Congo have another player down and another stoppage. We'll certainly get a few added minutes at the end of this first 45, you'd imagine. The goal went in around 36 minutes, and we've not really played much football since then. This time it's Sugar Mabanza who's holding his chest. He looks to be moving pretty briskly though. I'm sure he'll be okay to carry on in just a moment. Really would be a double blow to DR Congo if it wasn't already, if they have to lose another player. I think that was sportingly played back downfield, and Hugo Mandia gets his first chance to get a touch since coming on in the DR Congo goal. Ball won back briefly by Congo DR, but it's booted away up towards halfway. Uganda can go on the attack again. They're probably good value overall for the 1-0 lead. But Congo DR will be a bit annoyed at the way it all came about. They'd been so good with the crosses. They've really repelled all the dangerous balls into the box so far, but that delivery from over on the left flank just had that little bit more accuracy. It was too high for Makila, the defender. Right on point for Owen Mukisa. Free kick goes against Uganda this time. It's a hefty hit for Loco, who's certainly been very busy up front for DR Congo in this first half. Gamba stands over the dead ball. To the 45th minute, coming towards the end of the first half. Uganda have just taken the lead. DR Congo looking for some kind of response. Surely it's too far out to think about going direct from here for the centre-back, you'd imagine. You never know. Can he fire a rocket towards goal? He's going to try. It's not a bad delivery. Bouncing awkwardly in front of Lukiamuzi. Wasn't too much wrong with that. Just dipping and swerving. Dropping wide of Lukiamuzi's goal. The keeper just about knew where it was, but high forward pressure from DR Congo has at least pegged Uganda back into their own corner here. 4 additional minutes to be played at the end of the first 45.
Additional time, 4 minutes.
No free kick needed initially because advantage was played as Uganda stayed in possession. It was almost won back by Congo DR. Uganda have got to have their wits about them in defence. This is where Congo DR look dangerous, when they really press hard and fast. Means there's a bit of space for Uganda to move downfield if they can do so. The pass is clean this time. Diving challenge. Well, he had to make sure that the contact with the ball was squeaky clean, and it was. Major chance of giving away a penalty there, with Fahad driving in from the right-hand side. The through ball went his way. It's brave defending, but ultimately you have to say it's just perfect from Makila. It's a heavy hit on Fahad Ismail.
Substitution for Republic Democratic of Congo. Player number 24, JC Louis, representing number 20, Lodi Kawamba.
Uganda corner, good delivery, and it's over the line. Referee says there's nothing wrong with it. And they scored one from across from the left-hand side. Now Uganda have another from across from the right-hand side. They've struck not once but twice in the latter stages of this first half. And suddenly, Uganda have control over the contest. A double blow for DR Congo. Nicolas Kawuya with the final touch, I think, in there. It was Mukisa, the goal scorer a moment ago, who now gets the assist. And the new goalkeeper, Mandia, was put under pressure by the Uganda corner, and he couldn't quite deal with it. His defenders weren't there to help him out. And Kawuya got a crucial touch that was just enough to send it over the line. There was an attacking change made by Dennis Makenga Mulamba, the DR Congo coach, just before the goal went in. The second goal, that is. Jesse Wunda, right back, was taken off. Looks like Mukaz, the forward, has come on. It's his replacement for DR Congo, but now they find themselves in desperate need of a goal. If they could get one in the last minute before half-time, it would really change the complexion of the half-time team talk, and indeed of the second half as a whole. Well, with the stoppage for this free kick, we're going to be pretty much entirely through the 4 added minutes. It's likely to be another minute perhaps added on, given that Uganda have scored again in stoppage time. DR Congo beaten 2-0 by Cameroon in qualifying. Cameroon, who lost in the group today in the other game against Côte d'Ivoire. DR Congo beat Gabon by 3-1. They beat the Central African Republic by 2-1. And now they trail Uganda here by 2-0. Can they change that with a stunning free kick at the end of the first half? It's deflected, and the bounce could have taken it anywhere, but it took all the sting out of the ball. And into the goalkeeper's hands it went. Luke Yamuzi with a simple grab, and that marks the end of the first 45 minutes. Uganda in control, a late double as we approached half-time. Mukisa, the captain, heading in the first after a cross from the left flank, and then Mukisa's corner was knocked over the line by Kawuya, and that's why it's Uganda 2, DR Congo 0 at the break.
رقم 24 جيسون دوي.
Welcome back to Rabat, where Uganda lead by 2-0 against Congo DR in the first game of Group B for these two sides. A brilliant first 45 minutes, or certainly the closing stages of them, were exactly what Uganda were looking for. Coach Larry Kingston will have been delighted giving the half-time team talk, having seen his team forge a 2-goal advantage, a goal and an assist from the captain and the number 10, Owen Mukisa. Mukisa, clearly one to watch. Named best player at the Kikafa qualifiers. Known as the heartbeat of this Uganda team, so no surprise really that the MVP from qualifying, he would get a goal and an assist to give Uganda what looks to be a comfortable lead at the moment. That can all change, of course, in a heartbeat across the second half. DR Congo will do what they can to get back into it. They did have some big chances. TT testing the goalkeeper a couple of times. Some good shots from the angles, but actually his best chance, number 11, was when TT got in a far more central position, but could only slide the shot with the instep of his right boot too close to Lukiamuzi, the goalkeeper. Congo DR definitely will still believe in their chances of getting on the scoreboard, and if they are to score next in Rabat today, well then it's anybody's game once again. Things can change. It's far from a done deal, but DR Congo will have to kick off, and they'll have to come back from 2 down if they're to get something here on the first match day of Group B. It's Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON action. The second half is underway between Uganda and DR Congo. The young cubs of Uganda enjoying the advantage. There's a foot race on for it down the right-hand side. Mukisa, the captain, is quickest to it. He must be in position at the moment with the goal and assist to be looking at the Player of the Match award. There's 45 minutes left for somebody else to stake their claim for that particular accolade. Ball won back over on the left-hand side by DR Congo. That's something they did well in the first half. Kabundi turns well. It's John Elika who's taken over the captain's armband in the absence of goalkeeper Sumbu, who's gone off. Imbombo cutting in from the right-hand side to the centre, but just ran out of room in the end. Kidiaka pushing forward at pace. Imbombo trying to win the ball back, came away with a tread on his toes instead, maybe. He's lacking a bit of pace as he tracks back. At the back of the box, if Uganda can get it across instead. The pass on the overlap down towards the byline. It's too far ahead. And it's behind harmlessly in the end for a Congo DR goal kick. It's the number 16, Hugo Mandia, who came on late in the first half. Previous DR Congo captain, Longhamon Sumbu, injured whilst conceding the opening goal. Got a feel a little bit for DR Congo there. Really unfortunate double blow to concede the opener and lose their captain in the same passage of play. It was a bit of a shell shock for them. And then the fact that they couldn't hang on until half-time at just 1-0 down has made life very difficult for Dennis Makenga Mulamba's team across this upcoming second half. It's only a couple of minutes old and already Uganda look to take command, hold possession. Behind it goes for a corner. Still early doors, of course, in the second half, but what a chance for Uganda in their third Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON appearance. Never been beyond the group stages, but a win today would give them the perfect platform to try and reach the quarterfinals and, of course, secure one of those guaranteed Under-17 FIFA World Cup tickets as well. Low corner towards the front post. It's the dummy and a step over at the near side, but Congo DR were wise to it. It's Loco chasing away for DR Congo. He was busy in the first half. Managed to eke out a few good opportunities for his team with that pressing and that harrying. Well, two Uganda players losing their footwork in quick succession. The pitch was watered at half-time quite thoroughly, it seems. Space for Mabanza. Across, looping too far away from anybody in blue in the box. And straight into the arms of Luke Yamuzi, who claimed it under no pressure. Pass cut out, and it had to be as well. It's turned defence into attack for DR Congo. Luke Yamuzi, for the second time in about 30 seconds, has to gather the ball. And again, it's pretty much straight at him, which has rather been the theme of DR Congo's efforts on target today. Kimuzi's had a good game. He hasn't had to move too much to make the saves that he has made. Collision wide on the left-hand side. We're in the right-back position for Uganda. It's left them with a player down. Will be a Congo DR throw when we get restarted. It's hammered up into the air. Who's underneath it? Neither. Now it's volleyed forward. It's Congo DR who can bring the ball under control. For how long? Uganda have pinched it. Now there's space down the left flank for them. Overlapping pass from Kawuya. Found Mubiru, the man who set up the first goal. Kawuya, the one who scored the second. His square ball is cut out and deflected away off the studs. All the pace and power taken off it. Lukiamuzi, the goalkeeper, in a very advanced position, happy to come out and add to the back line. Now he's helped his team get settled inside opposition territory. Decent challenge from Ortega Kabundi, but has to concede the throw. For all DR Congo's excellent defensive work in the first 45 minutes, there were two superb crosses that were their undoing, and now they can't afford to just have their backs against the wall for the whole of the second half. Even if they do get all their defensive duties right, they've got to find a way to create when they go forward. They will take heart from the first half showing, that's for sure. They certainly had their chances. Could have been 1-0 up, really. Titi with the best chance. Couldn't get it close enough to the post, and Lukiamuzi was able to get down to the left. Made a relatively comfortable save from what could have been a really, really dangerous DR Congo situation. Moments like that will give them the belief that they can get on the scoreboard here. Mubiru cross into the box, and it's picked off by Congo DR, but they can't make anything of it for now. Kawuya. Important header, and it's won back by the team in blue. Pass is starting to stick in the attacking half for Congo DR, but it's run away eventually from Titi. Through ball had to be cut out. Ngamba was there. Kidiaka and Ngamba have not really done too much wrong today. Everything from open play they've dealt with, but one initial cross late in the first half from Mbiru, just too high for Makela, the left back who was covering in the centre. Not really the player that DR Congo would have wanted in front of their own keeper. Makela not quite tall enough. Owen Mukisa was there. Pretty much shouldered the ball in past Sumbu. That's how Uganda got their noses in front in the game. Free kick goes the way of DR Congo. It's going to be a caution. Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed reaching for the yellow card for the first time this afternoon or evening. It's Mubiru who's going to go into the book. Header on is one. Oko turns in the D. It's another yellow card. The referee who kept his cards in his pocket throughout the whole of the first 45 minutes, now suddenly seems a little more card happy. Balire, the centre-back, will go into the book. Balire, it's not ideal for him. If DR Congo can really get at the two Uganda centre-backs in a way that they didn't manage to too often in the first half, but get them into those kind of one-on-one battles again, then number 25 at the back for Uganda will know that he's walking that tightrope, as is the left-sided full-back Mubiru. First things first, though, Uganda will have the set-piece situation to defend. Looks like it might be laid off towards Makela here. Not sure exactly what they're going to do with it. DR Congo free kick. It's right-footed. It's a good strike on target. Not enough, though, to beat Lukyamuzi. Solid hit. Got past the wall, but again, not really close enough to the corner. Some high feet in there, but it was probably offsetting as both teams went for it. Tough challenge, but Uganda will come away with the ball. The pass switched through the gap. It was a nice delivery, and it's another hefty challenge in the box. But the ball won cleanly, as it had to be. Well, DR Congo have to make sure that the discipline stays as the game wears on. Although they're 2 goals down, they cannot afford to lose that. Banza came absolutely flying into the challenge there on Mubiru. That's the second time we've seen that near the corner of the box for DR Congo today, and both times you have to say the challenges have been inch perfect, but when you take that kind of risk, there is a major chance of giving away a penalty kick, which they cannot afford to do right now. Looks as though it's going to be the end of the day for Imbombo. So Justin Kiluba making his way on. Honorary player. Header won by Justin Kiluba Longo, who's just come on. Not the tallest player, that's for sure. Got up high, though. Uganda have it back, but the pressure made that the pass wasn't accurate enough. It's a good delivery into the box. Is there a chance to turn and shoot, maybe? Just won't fall with space, and it's curled off target. Keeper can leave it in the end. Kabundi was falling to the turf. It's better from Congo DR. Just never really opened up for them. Too many yellow shirts crowding around the player in possession. Uganda have won it back in a good position here. Kawuya scrambling all over there, the back of the defender. Trying to get himself around the back and into the box. It looked to have opened up in a really promising way for Uganda there, just for a second. The chance came to nothing. The hour mark is upon us in Rabat. Uganda 2, DR Congo 0. Double late on in the first half. Mukisa with a header, which really went in off his shoulder. And then Mukisa's corner, right across the 6-yard box for Nicholas Kawuya to head past the substitute goalkeeper Mandia, who'd come on for DR Congo. They did a lot of things right in the first half, DR Congo, but the Ugandan pressure told in the end. Uganda now holding the 2-goal lead, but they've got 2 defenders on yellow cards, which they'll have to be careful with in the second half as Issa Kidiaka draws perhaps 2 fouls there. John Owino with the second. Half an hour for DR Congo to turn this around in Rabat. It's a Group B contest at the Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON. Into the box they go. It doesn't bounce the way of DR Congo. Ball across the middle, not accurate enough. Both teams have been guilty of giving the ball away at times, but Uganda have just looked a little bit more settled and a bit more composed in possession. It's not always the case, but it has made a bit of a difference. Brian Olwa will get it back over on the left. It's dropped off for Kawuya. Olwa again. Good movement, Nicholas Kawuya. He's got Mubiru in support. Uganda patient. Out it goes for a Uganda throw. Watch for the movement of Mukisa now in the centre, drifting towards the 6-yard box. Goalkeeper Mandia able to make the claim. That's going to do his confidence some good. Now a chance for the counter. On the left, the pass just off target for DR Congo. Wires crossed at the wrong moment. Uganda were out of position there. There's more in that attack. Good pressure on, last touch. DR Congo though. Fahad Ismail unable to keep down in play. Did have his dangerous moments in the first half. There were a few attempts for through balls out onto the right flank for Uganda, and once or twice he was able to get onto the end of them and get into some space down towards the corner of the DR Congo penalty area. Never really had a chance to take aim at goal himself, but that time the ball too far in front of him. Uganda will try it again, and this time the pass into the box will stick. The footwork not so clean. Mubiru has it back. Another chance in the box. It's sent across. It was unselfish, and it's deflected behind. DR Congo was scrambling back and forth then. The referee wants to bring it back for the change to be made. Looks like it will be the end of Fahad Ismail's first game in Group B. Abdul Shakur Babi, the player for Budo SS. He's going to make his way on up front. He's going to take over the right-sided forward position of Fahad Ismail.
Fahad Ismail, representing number 7, Abdul Shakur Babi. تغيير في صفوف منتخب أوغندا. خروج اللاعب رقم 11 فهد إسماعيل. ودخول اللاعب رقم 7 عبد شاور باوي. Second substitution for Uganda team.
Ibanda making his way on as the second substitute for Uganda there.
Represented by number 60, Ibanda Arafat. التغيير الثاني في صفوف منتخب أوغندا. خروج اللاعب رقم 21 براين أولوا. ودخول اللاعب رقم 16 إيفاندا عرفات.
So Brian Olwa withdrawn. Uganda have another corner. They've scored from one today. They did have another one where they loaded the 6-yard box like this, and when the header glanced the ball across the face of goal, but that one was eventually cleared. Are we looking at a second goal from a Uganda corner? Again, there was danger. Goal kick this time for DR Congo. They get away with it. Every time Uganda get the chance to send in a cross, it signifies panic stations at the back for DR Congo. Again, the header was won there. Came away off the base of the post. DR Congo getting away with one. This one to chase here for Loco. It's going to be the first one to it. Flag was up. Nothing for the DR Congo forwards to get too excited about. Referee Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed feels that that might have been just restarted a bit too quickly. It's just a reminder, if you're watching this, there's plenty more action still to come in the next few days from the Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON in Morocco. Proper festival atmosphere that this one has, with everything being hosted really, really close. It's all kept within one confined area. The teams can bring the atmosphere, bring the celebrations, make this a really vibrant tournament, which is only just getting going today, of course. The tournament hasn't hit its stride yet. Uganda have hit their stride, though, as have Côte d'Ivoire, who won 2-0 against Cameroon in the other Group B game. Chance for Uganda to maybe get a third and put themselves top of the table in their own right. They will fancy their chances of doing that as the second half wears on. They'll feel that maybe their experience will be able to tell, even if the players themselves haven't necessarily been here before. The team have. It's a little bit different. DR Congo writing history by representing the nation at continental under-17 level. It's a good drop of the shoulder. Justin Kilubalongo. Can he get away? Not this time. And the ball just sneaks away from Mabanza on the follow-up too. Mubiru. The captain, Mukisa, gets past and he might have a shooting opportunity. Elects for the pass instead, and it's hammered over the top. John Owino with a big chance to make it 3-0 Uganda. Selfless play from Owen Mukisa. Owino couldn't keep the shot down. That really was the first gilt-edged chance that Uganda had carved out from open play, certainly in the second half. DR Congo starting to struggle perhaps in the contest. They need something from somewhere to give them a lifeline for the final 20 minutes. Elsewhere today, Egypt drew 0-0 in Group A against Ethiopia. Now there's a big chance to get something on the boards for DR Congo. And it's another really good stop from Lukia Muzi. The through pass that time really unlocking the door for DR Congo in a way that they haven't managed much this afternoon. Simple ball round the corner, worked out for Mubiru. Appeals for handball there. Uganda don't get the free kick that they wanted. DR Congo will have the ball back, and can they find another pass of the quality of that last one? Justin Kiruba, he's been a live wire since coming on. Tried again to poke the ball into a gap and run around and get to it, which he nearly managed. Did it once, but couldn't pull it off for the second time in succession. Hosts Morocco will open their account against Tunisia later on today. Group C is Mali, Mozambique, Angola and Tanzania. Group D, Algeria, Ghana, Senegal, South Africa. Remember, the 8 teams who will make it to the quarterfinals will also make it to the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. And the 4 third-placed sides will go into a playoff for 2 tickets to the Under-17 World Cup. So all is not lost for teams like DR Congo with a defeat today, if it does indeed turn into that. Still 20 minutes left to go before that's decided, of course. Plenty of time for the turnaround if they were to get something on the board soon. Later on in the group stage, though, if things do appear to be beyond rescue in terms of qualification, then a spot in the top 3 might still be enough to qualify for the U-17 World Cup. Surely the offside flag is going to be raised here against Loco. He's got to get the job done first. He plants it into the back of the net. The flag will go up. They might be able to challenge this, but Loco's initial reaction really says it all. He can protest now, but he almost didn't run onto the through ball because he thought he was offside. Let's have another look at it. It's close, but he does appear to be beyond the last line. Nearly pulled up and hesitated. Dispatched the finish beautifully in the end. That's certainly the cleanest contact that DR Congo have made in the box. That one well away from goalkeeper Lukyamuzi, who was beaten. But the offside flag erases that moment of history, unfortunately, for DR Congo. A first goal at this level. That's what they're looking for. Loco, for a split second, thought that he'd had it. It's brave from Lukyamuzi. More confidence oozing from the Uganda goalkeeper. He's made a couple of really good saves, but he couldn't stop the effort from Loco just a second ago. That clearly hasn't dented his self-belief. Lukyamuzi really happy to go for the sidestep. Carry the ball away from the DR Congo attackers. Good work to move the ball out to the left flank. Uganda happy to remain in possession and see the clock drain towards the 90. Still a long way to go, of course. But they still have the lead by 2-0. They're looking to extend that. The follow-up is there. The ball breaks free and it's poked towards the goal, and it's a good stop from Mandia. Brave goalkeeping from Hugo Mambote Mandia. He's kept his team still just about in this contest. It broke kindly. It looked as though it might work out for Uganda. It was a powerful run in on the follow-up. Owino, who fired over just a few moments ago. There he was. Got on the end of the ball, which ricocheted back in his direction, rode the one challenge. Here he is again, Owino cuts it back. Decent square ball. Shot looping off target. No deflection, says the referee. It will be a DR Congo goal kick. And they've got just over a quarter of an hour to change their fate here. Uganda pick up possession once again. Nice idea with the switchback pass. It's knocked towards the goalkeeper, who was clipped there. Uganda thought about appealing for the pass back for a second. Instead, it's going to be a yellow card for Nicholas Kawuya. That is a third caution of the day for Uganda. 2 goals, 3 yellows. It was an important contribution from Gamba there, just to get the toe on it and turn it back towards his goalkeeper. It's punted long downfield, it's really long. Defender slips underneath it, and that should carry it through to the goalkeeper. They weren't taking any chances. DR Congo They'll get the throw in from the really long ball forward. Direct stuff, route one stuff. They'll leave this for Mabanza. Throws it back down the line for Mukaz. Good ball into the box. Will it fall for somebody? It will. Loco shooting on the turn. Lukyamuzi with a really comfortable save in the end. All the sting taken out of the shots. Ball went back. Good running from DR Congo. They're not giving up on this one. Flag's going to go up maybe. They just got out-muscled there on the edge of the box. Uganda with a little bit more composure, a little bit more control. That's why they've got the lead. Abdul Shakur Babi trying to make his first real impact on the game. Skipping away down the right-hand side, but it's all the way back to halfway with Mwesigwa. Owino, who's been really busy in the second half. Now Mwesigwa again sprays the pass out to the left flank. It's on target. The ball inside had a little bit too much power on it, but there was a drag back there. DR Congo penalised. It was right in front of Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed. Free kick went against Sugar Mabanza. Still no cautions actually for DR Congo. The referee saying wait for the whistle and also wait until I get John Elika away. Travel Mubiru might well be the one to take. It's going to be a shot from distance. It's well wide. It was completely miscued from the right boot. Mubiru blasting it, but it drifted away to the side, and it might start something off for DR Congo. Throw in Uganda at halfway. Well, you can't fault the effort from the number 19 Loco today. He's tried to get in amongst everything. He's dropped back from the central lone striker role as well to try and get involved in the play and try and win balls back for DR Congo, and it's worked at times. They just haven't really carved out any clear-cut shooting opportunities. Every time they do seem to get a shot away. There's so many yellow shirts around the ball that it's always deflected. They don't have a clear sight to try and test Lukyamuzi, and on the one time that Loco did have a clear chance to look into the whites of Lukyamuzi's eyes, it did hit the back of the net, but he was offside in the build-up, crucially. So Nicholas Kawuya, who scored the second, he is off. Owen Mukisa, who scored the first, is also off. The end of the day for the goal scorers. Owino takes over the captain's armband for Uganda. So Suna is on. Shakur is the other player to make his way on for Uganda. DR Congo chance, pass down the right for Kiluba. Does well on the ball, but this time he can get the cross in. It's a good delivery too, and it's full stretch for Lukyamuzi. Good grab from the keeper. Had to get right up and claim that at the very top of the arc. Just about managed to do it. It's the kind that could have spilled through his gloves, could have come off the fingertips and afforded DR Congo a chance at a tap-in. It's just not worked out for them like that today. They're working hard to win the ball back whenever possible. Uganda just seem to have a little bit more in the tank. Here is Ngobi Shakur, his first action of the day. It's the new captain, John Owino. Shakur. Simple pass inside, but it was the right one, and now they can spread it to the middle. They go for the through ball right down the centre, trying to cut apart the DR Congo defence, which they might be able to do at the second time of asking. Not quite. Maybe the counter chance. It's blocked. It's an important block, but was it a block with the hand? Referee says yes, it was. And Uganda are going to find themselves down to 10 players. The second yellow card is brandished for a deliberate handball. Travo Mobiru picks up the second caution and he is off. So the second yellow for Mobiru, the man who got the assist for the opening Uganda goal. Well, that's put a sour note on what was otherwise a really good performance from Travo Mobiru. DR Congo now with a chance to play the final 10 minutes against 10 men. You can see why Mobiru felt the need to go for the handball in that position. There were two DR Congo players over on the right-hand side, but the 10 men are breaking away here, and they've got a chance to make it 3. Appeals from Mandia, the goalkeeper, but it's hammered home for 3-0. Down to 10 men, it doesn't matter for Uganda. The finish emphatic in the end, and that should be good night for Uganda. 3 goals and probably 3 points heading their way. DR Congo leaving more players forward, feeling that it was time they needed to get a goal, but instead 2 players racing cleanly in behind. Abdul Shakur Babi could have passed it, didn't need to. Fired in himself. Uganda lead by 3 goals to 0.
Goal for Uganda team. Scored by number 7, Abdul Shakur Babi. هدف لمنتخب أوغندا. سجل اللاعب رقم 7 عبد الشكور بابي.
Our celebrations for Laria Kingston and the Uganda staff in the dugout. And why not? They've extended the advantage. It's a dream introduction for Abdul Shakur Babi, who's come on just a few minutes ago. Didn't really have enough touches of the ball so far, but he'll be really happy with the way that one worked out. That's exactly the kind of chance that DR Congo have been begging for in this second half, but they never seem to be able to get the space and time to pick the spot, as Babi was afforded that time. Just going to check this. It's not the full VAR system. It's the challenge system here that records specific moments to be looked at. The video support system being checked by Mahmoud Wafa Mohammed. Do they get a better look at the offside? I think it's onside. I think it's clear enough to see from that view. And I'm sure the referee will reach the same conclusion. Dennis Makenga Mulamba with a quick handshake. Accepts that the referee came to the right decision, just wanted to make sure it would really be the difference between his team remaining in this contest and looking out of it dead and buried at 3-0. 2 down maybe against 10 men. There's always a chance. Get one from somewhere and then just start knocking on the door and making life really difficult for Uganda for the final 5 minutes or so, but from 3 down, it is a long, long way back, and there's not really time, barring a major turnaround, a major change of momentum in the contest. DR Congo have really worked hard today. They've put in a good shift, but despite their various strengths, Uganda have been the better overall package. given away in a good position. The shot straight at the goalkeeper again. Loco in the box once more. Lukyamuzi must feel like he's got a magnet there, attracting the ball today, because on 3 or 4 occasions now, DR Congo, when they get into their best positions, everything's been too close. For whatever reason, there have been some talented players from qualifying that DR Congo haven't used today. They've not utilised the likes of Serafin, Tantu. Really solid in qualifying. Tali as well, who scored regularly in qualifying. How they could have done with a goal-scoring finisher today. Somebody with a clinical touch in the box. Titi. He also played a really important role, Titi, in qualifying, but most of the chances have fallen to Loco today. Titi had a couple of good ones in the first half. Loco has been present at the heart of the DR Congo attack throughout, but it's just not really worked out for them today. Uganda have been too strong. .3-0 perhaps feels a touch harsh on DR Congo. Any more certainly would. There is a chance for it to be more. Round the keeper this one goes. Back across the middle. And it's just up and over the top. Flags up. The second part of that play at least would have been ruled out anyway. The 10 men of Uganda continue to get themselves into good situations. It was never going to count. Banda Arafat didn't know that at the time. DR Congo goalkeeper didn't know it at the time either. Missed control, but it stays with DR Congo down the right. It's a good switchback pass. Kabundi keeping things going. But DR Congo are forced back, all the way back to goalkeeper Hugo Mandia, who may not have expected to get so many minutes under his belt today. Replacing Sumbu, who was injured whilst conceding the first goal. It hasn't gotten any better for DR Congo since then. They'll win the ball back nicely, loft it forward. It needs to be flicked on somehow. Comes back for Kabundi. Always yellow shirts behind it. Now Loco can't turn in the box. Flag is up. So we come towards the 90th minute of the contest. Tom Midler in the commentary box. It's been my pleasure to be on the call for Uganda against DR Congo. Uganda looking very, very likely indeed to come away with the 3 points now. 3 goals to the good with time running out. Myself and my colleagues will be back over the course of the next couple of weeks with all of the group stage action. All of the knockouts as well, of course, from the Total Energies CAF Under-17 AFCON. Host nation Morocco kicking off their campaign later on today. There'll certainly be some good vibes for the Morocco games. They come in as defending champions. They come in as really one of the big favourites. There's a lot of other talent on display at the continental stage here. DR Congo may be trailing. They're making history with their debut in the competition. For Uganda, 3rd time's the charm here. They're going to claim this win. They're going to set themselves up for a really good shot at getting past the group stages for the first time. Back it goes to Mambote Mandia. Clipped back out from the goalkeeper. Good calm play, but can DR Congo work it forward? A consolation goal now. Would still be something to take home with them. Something to record as another little chapter of DR Congo football history. Loco thought he had it. His finish, the only one to beat Lukyamuzi today, was from an offside position. 3 added minutes for something to change in Rabat. It's lifted drifted forward. Loco, who must be tiring by now, surely. He's the one to give chase again, and he will get it back here, Loco. Pokes it across to the middle, looking for a teammate. Titi was there. It's just not breaking their way in the box. And Lukiamuzi has the wherewithal to drag this out by a couple of seconds as well, because Uganda are still playing with 10 men, of course. They lost Mubiru to a second yellow, given his handball, stopping a DR Congo break illegally. Free kick DR Congo. Well, the referee tried to say it's got to go back further over to the side. Eventually, he's happy enough with where it was taken from. It's stood up into the middle, good cross, decent delivery from the left-hand side. That was a teasing, inviting delivery, but nobody in blue could get on the end of it. They've got to try and make the most of these last couple of minutes. Getting one goal on the board would really change the mood at the end of game one here. It would be at least a big achievement for Dennis Makenga Mulamba and his team. Makenga Mulamba will know that there are tough, tough games to come. At least getting one on the board for this one would feel like a big positive. But they've got to work hard to do it. They've got to try and steal the ball back. The high press has worked at times. It's been effective at times for DR Congo. The Uganda defence has just been too organised, too persistent to allow them a good shooting opportunity, even when they've won the ball back. Doesn't break DR Congo's way here. Uganda will keep control of it. Just about 30 seconds left. Free kick, DR Congo. Have they got one last foray forward, perhaps, in the tank? There's not much time. They'll have to take it quickly, and they'll have to punt it forward and hope that somebody can get on the end of it. It's a great ball forward. Kabundi spreads it left. Will the referee allow a cross maybe to be sent into the mixer? It's looped forward. Can they bring it down? The control just escapes them. It's sent back across the box. And fittingly for this game, Lukiamuzi makes the grab to cut it out at the near post. And Uganda have it in the books. They've come through by 3-0. DR Congo put a lot of fighting spirit into the game. They can be proud of their performance. 2-0 at half-time felt a little harsh. 3-0 at full-time feels a little harsh. But Uganda had the quality throughout, and they never looked back once Owen Mukisa was able to shoulder the ball home from close range late on in the first half. Kawuya added the second, which made it look like a really tough task for DR Congo. And despite Mubiru's second yellow card late on, Abdul Shaka Babi was able to add goal number 3 in a perfect start for Uganda. Third time's the charm in their third appearance at the under-17 AFCON group stages. Uganda have the victory. It's a losing start on their debut for DR Congo, but plenty to be proud about for Dennis Makenga Mulamba and his team. We'll hopefully have a chance to speak to the player of the match in just a moment. I would imagine that's going to Owen Mukisa, the captain of Uganda. He was taken off midway through the second half, but not after recording a goal and an assist. He was the driving force behind the Uganda victory today. But across the board, there were plenty of really, really strong performances. Uganda setting a marker down for the other teams in Group B. Côte d'Ivoire and Cameroon will be on high alert now after that team performance from Uganda. DR Congo with plenty of work still to do. It is finished here in Rabat. Uganda 3, DR Congo 0. Stick with us for interviews and highlights from Rabat on what has been a really positive first game in Group B for Uganda.